an old saying, well, there goes the farm. And that's what popped in my head was I honestly thought that the entire pecan orchard and all the trees were gone.
The Moses family has been farming pecans on this land in Uvalde, Georgia for 7 generations. They had never seen anything like Helene.
That morning it took us 3 hours to get here, and it was 0.6 of a mile from our house. And it was my husband on a tractor and 2 other guys on chainsaws. And after that 3-hour trip down here and we rounded the corner and saw just how bad it was, I was sick to my stomach, and I honestly thought that we were out of the pecan business that morning.
Helene made landfall more than 150 miles away near Perry, Florida, and left a trail of destruction as it moved inland and over the Moses pecan farm. The damage was catastrophic. The storm didn't just knock down pecan trees, it targeted thousands of the most valuable ones and hit at the start of the harvest season when the nuts were heavy on the trees.
The ones that were producing, since they weighed so much because of the crop that they had on them, they all blew over. As of right now, if we harvest this year, we'll harvest, I'd say, right at a quarter of what we would normally harvest.
The financial loss was immense. For an industry that measures its progress in decades, not seasons, the impact will be felt for years to come. The tremendous loss you sustained set you 10 years back, 12 years back. Is that a reasonable way to put it?
That's exactly the truth, yes.
That's a long time. The Moses family wasn't alone. The storm hit the Georgia pecan industry hard, a sector valued at more than $400 million. According to University of Georgia professor and pecan expert Lenny Wells, Helene's impact was staggering.
Helene alone cost that industry about $140 million.
So more than a quarter of the industry was knocked out in Georgia because of that one storm. The damage extended beyond farms to the businesses that rely on their supply. Stuckey's, a historic Georgia brand known for its pecan candies, was one of them. The shortage of available pecans has had a lasting effect, with the cost of pecan halves up 20% a year after Helene.
The number one impact was the power outage. We had orders that needed to be manufactured and delivered. We were out of power for nearly 10 days, and so orders had to be pushed back. So there was a revenue impact from that.
As farmers and businesses continue to rebuild and replant, the threat of future storms looms large, further from the coast.
What we tend to see is that we may not be seeing necessarily more frequency of storms, but we're seeing that the storms that we get are much more intense, much more intensive, much stronger. And that, I think, is what has allowed them to come on into Georgia.
Despite the setbacks, the Moses family is determined to carry on their legacy. They are replanting 5,000 pecan trees that won't be fruitful for more than a decade.
I think it made us stronger as a couple and a business, but definitely not at all how I wanted to go through that growth.